10 Years with Guru Dutt, Abrar Alvi's Journey, is a book that is actually Abrar Alvi's story. Abrar Alvi was Guru Dutt's assistant director, his writer, his friend, his confidant, and he did all of Guru Dutt's best films through a period of 10 years. I happened to meet Abrar Alvi quite by accident. I read an article about him and where he was talking about Guru Dutt's last days, and at the end of it somebody said, the writer of the article said, he has many more stories if you have the time. I was still in Femina, I was editing the magazine, but I was going through a tumultuous career phase then, and I thought this is a great way to escape the tumult. My world should not be so small, I must expand my world. So I went to Abrar and we got talking, and somehow he agreed to tell me his story, and fortunately for me Penguin agreed to publish it if there is a story. So we started talking. It took 2 years to get the story from him because he was 82 plus, but he gave me stories nobody else had heard. So I heard about how Wahida was discovered because a buffalo had hit their car. I heard about, yes, they were very sweet stories. I heard about how Abrar Alvi changed the face of dialogue writing, and how, how dialogues used to be very stagey and before, and how he made them natural. And he would give me examples from Arpar, that how 5 different characters talk in 5 different lingos. They are all talking in Hindi, but one is a Goan Hindi. And how I learnt how Abrar Alvi was the predecessor of today's Goan madam, Catholic madam, and of the Muslim. And how in Chaudhwi Ka Chand he created the entire Muslim ethos. How in Pyasa he knew Gulabo, who was a real streetwalker, and who he used to meet every week, and they would sit and talk all night, and she would feed him because he didn't have enough money to eat in a hotel. She would buy food for him and feed him. And how one day when he was sitting with Guru Dutt and they were both drinking, the guilt over the fact that he had neglected her when she had tuberculosis spilled out, and he said, I knew this woman and I'm feeling so bad that she died. And how Guru Dutt said, bring her into your film, and how Pyasa came to become Pyasa. So these are the stories that he told me, and the book is in 2 voices, my voice and Abrar's, because Abrar was disjointed. Sometimes he would jump from Meena Kumari to Madhubala in one sentence, so one had to separate that and put in dates and what was happening in general at that time, and which film was being shot. And so my voice intercedes in the middle, so it's in 2 voices, and it starts with a flashback with his death, goes into a flashback, starts with the episode, goes into a flashback, ends with his death. So it's a circular movement. I wrote it all down. I don't record. He recorded once or twice and then he says this is a waste of time, he gave it up. So I wrote everything down because it was very confusing. He used to tell me, he said, Satyaji, I have everything wrong with me. You name an ailment, I have it. And also, I am losing my memory. So please call me back if I leave what we are talking about and go to another subject. So he had given me that authority. So I would call him back and I would write down, on this date he went to Madhubala instead of Meena Kumari. So I had it all down. And the worst part of writing that book was to separate and put it in chronological order. I didn't speak to anybody else. In fact, Guru Dutt's sister Lalita Lajmi knows me very well. And she asked me, she said, you've written a book on my brother without asking me. I said, it's Abrar Alvi's book. It's his version of what happened. And he was there. Sometimes your colleagues are closer to you than your family. They see what you do in your workplace much more than your family will. So I've got that version, that's all. Yes, he talks of cameras, he talks about wanting to shoot Kagaz Ke Phool in CinemaScope, how they went abroad searching for the camera, how he had to go and learn how to shoot with CinemaScope, how he experimented with doing patchwork, where he would have this little character climbing up his shoulder and how it failed. How he did shipwreck scenes inside a bowl. There is a lot of technological stuff, but I've tried not to go too deep because I don't want the reader to get bored. because that is fine for someone who handles cameras and who handles sound systems, but not beyond that. No, it's film by film and whatever happened in each film. Yes, and they have names from the songs. Each chapter has a line of a song which pertains to the content of the chapter. It may not belong to that film. You know, like when Abrar, it's a very interesting way how Abrar was recruited to write for Gurudutt films. Gurudutt had overheard him talking about dialogues, you know, so he called him and he said, I hear you are an educated man, because Abrar had done his MA and he had done a little of law also before he ran away to Bombay. So he said, I hear you are educated, will you write for me? Will you write a scene? So he said, I can try. So he gave him a scene and locked the door and went off. He said, I'll come back later and the man will give you khana pina. I'll come back and listen to the scene. So he comes back at 7 o'clock in the evening after leaving him at 9 o'clock in the morning, listens to the scene and says, come back tomorrow. So he says, what happened? Did you like the scene? He says, come back tomorrow. So he goes, he does this for 7 days, gives him 7 separate scenes and listens to him and says, come back tomorrow. And finally on the 8th day he says, don't write a scene, wait here because I am meeting a very famous script writer, Rajendra Singh Bedi, and I will come back and talk to you. So this Abrar is finished. He says, now my patta kat gaya. You know, I am going to be asked to assist him, that is good, or I am going to be given marching orders. So he comes back and he says, okay, what do you think of Rajendra Singh Bedi? So he says, well, he is amazing. He says, no, I don't want you to praise him. I want you to tell me what you think of him. He says, well, he is a brilliant writer. He says, you know what he says? He says, whatever I write, no director can do more than 10% justice to it. He will say that of me. I don't want him. I want you to write. I have tested you. So that is how he became a writer. So there are, you know, there's so much of emotion in what he used to tell me, because he lived in that era. He never came out of it.